It's nice to have someone on the show that actually does well with the predictions. So John's here to try and up our average.
I was alright last week. What about the Wigan?
OKR by 10. They were abusing it. We were live on national radio and they were abusing it on air.
They did that yesterday when they mentioned it.
Who did?
A national radio station mentioned how poor you were at it.
Oh. Did they? That's very good. I'll send some flowers by way of thanks. Hull FC against London Thursday night. John Davidson.
I don't think Hull could be as bad as they were on Friday. Radford was pretty blunt without naming specific players. He was pretty scathing. So I think expect a big response from Hull. I think Hull by 14.
Yeah, relative to the reaction, only certainly from the last two performances, to be honest with you, from there in London. Yeah, they're just on a bit of a downslope battle. They know the fixtures from there, and yeah, it would be a tough time. And I don't think this will get any better. You know, they weren't very good at Castleford, they weren't very good for the first 40 minutes this week against Warrington. Reynolds wants a reaction, he'll get one. I'll go the black and whites by 36.
I think London.
That's a hell of a reaction.
London are in what Danny Ward has self-acknowledged they will have a little bit of a dip at the moment. I just think the problem for them is that some of the key players that have caused such havoc in the games that they've won just aren't hitting that level at the moment. It's a shorter turnaround for them as well. They played the day after Hull did. I can't see London winning this week. I think they probably do have some bigger battles.
Got back-to-back home games, Saints and Salford to come.
Yeah, I will go Hull as well, and I think they'll win by 22.
I got the number of it. Hull will win this one, but it will be interesting how London do bounce back from that one. Hull have got more to play for in terms of that run for the top three. But London, they've got to pick their wins in the right place now, haven't they? Or pick their games in the right place, and I don't think this is one they can go on and win, which means they will go on and win now. But I'm still sticking with Hull. I've no idea what I'm saying. Hull by 22.
Okay. I made a resolution about a month ago on this show that when you all agree on one, I'm just going to go for the opposite.
Right.
Oh, you can't on this one. No way.
And I've never done it. And then last year we all went for, I forget who we all went for last year. Salford.
No, but Mark, you're a respectable journalist, you're a respectable pundit. You can't go for London on this one, even though we've all gone for Hull. Can you?
I'm with Phil. I think the worry I've got for London, and I asked Danny Ward about the mental high having been 3 wins and they've had 2 poor performances on the back. They've got to have a dig this week. It's as simple as that. I do expect that they get beat, but just on the new rule that you've all agreed, I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to go London by 2.
Bonkers.
There you go. I have to say I agree with that.
At least one of us will be right.
Huddersfield against Catalans, John Davidson, Friday night.
Well, I tipped Salford last week, and I think I tipped Wakefield. So I probably would say Huddersfield. Just the effort that they put in. Those young players really, caught the eye. Catalans, great win for them, but again, away from home, you never really know which dragons are going to pick up. And I think Huddersfield still need to keep picking up wins to push themselves out. So I would say Huddersfield by 10.
Yeah, both coaches got a reaction last week, didn't they? And they made big calls. They dropped Frawley, or Fromley, whatever they call him, at the Giants. And Martin Smith got dropped to the Catalan Dragons. Well done to the 2 coaches, wanted the reaction. And they got it. And so the Catalan Dragons, I just feel as though the forward pack will be too big and too good for the Giants, to be honest with you, from there. And yeah, Martin Smith dropped. You'll be happy again, Denise, to be honest with you, from there. Catalans are moving forward. I don't think there'll be much in it. I'm going Catalans by 7.
7?
Really interesting, this one, because I don't think there is a form line in it at all. I wouldn't have picked the Huddersfield revival last week by the magnitude of it. Had they sneaked a 1918 Golden Point drop goal, maybe, but they absolutely obliterated Salford with a refreshing brand of rugby with a mainly young team. And again, so we talked to Matty English today, that they're confident. They think that was an important result for them and that it justified a lot of the hard work that they've been doing. I think they can win. I've just got a feeling that the manner in which the Dragons played is the start of their revival. They've had their slump, they had a really bad month, and they know that they just clawed them back into the 5. they could quite easily be out of the 5 again this week if they don't win, and for that reason I'm going to go with the Dragons by 4.
Huddersfield were sleepwalking their way into relegation last week, but now they're back. How much of that Catalans win was down to how bad Wakefield were? How much of Huddersfield win was down to how much Salford were bad? I'm going to just side with Huddersfield narrowly. Huddersfield by 4.
Huddersfield, the bravery of youth, if you like. They clearly, the young guys don't care. They're not frightened of anyone. They have a go. But I'm with you, Phil. I think the Dragons turned a corner last week. They're going to get a big physical presence in their face, Huddersfield, and those young guys are good. They're going to have to be even better this week, and I'm not sure beating Salford after they've just lost one of their best players and it's announced that half the squad's going is as great an achievement as it could be. That said, Catalan beating Wakefield, probably not the greatest achievement either. I think the Dragons will win it. I think they'll win by 14. Leeds Hull KR, big game of the weekend. It's got to be, it's on the telly.
Another tough one. I just think Hull KR, I think they're right. They've got a great record against Leeds in recent seasons. Or they've beaten them twice already this year, I think. And they need to win.
1-1.
1-1. Okay. Well, doesn't sound as good. But no, I just think Mitch Garbutt going back, Danny Maguire.
If he's fit.
I just think OKR they'll turn up this week. Maybe they didn't against Wigan, but I think they'll get the win by 2.
Yeah, certainly Tony Smith will want a reaction from his players from there, and OKR will come with Wigan, don't they, from there, and I just feel as though Richie Agar's getting a tune out of his players, and certainly Murray's taking over the captaincy from there, and he's setting the example. Parcell coming back to Leeds here, he's so much looking forward to. We know what he did on his debut for the Rovers from there. Could have ex-Leeds players, but I just feel as though Leeds, the confidence what they've got at this moment in time, be a great atmosphere, be a good crowd. I'm going to Rhinos by 10.
What I'm really looking forward to more than anything is the atmosphere in the ground. I think it's going to be absolutely rocky. Hull KR always turn up with a great following, a loud following. I don't think there's anything between these two teams at the moment at all. The obvious ex-Leeds contingent is going to be a factor. They're going to be incredibly highly motivated, but no one more so than Tony Smith. He'll get a magnificent reception, and he'll know exactly what it takes for his team to win this game. I think it's going to be incredibly close, but I just think the defence that I've seen from Leeds in the last 2 weeks, particularly against sides that were fighting for the 5, will stand them in good stead, and I'm going to go Leeds by 4.
I'm going to go Leeds as well. You can see what Robert Louis adds to Leeds in terms of putting him alongside Richie Myler, allows Richie Myler to do the things he does well, and Rob Louis does the things he does well. It's interesting what happens with Matt Parcell, isn't it? Why are they... Anyway, bizarre. But Leeds will have too much for Hull KR and pretty much disappointingly secure their life in the Super League for next season. And they will win by 6 points.
So you three have gone for Leeds.
He's gone for Hull KR.
Yeah, but he's not a regular.
No, but he's
he's
probably more accurate though.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't say that, he's an Aussie.
Hull KR were blown away. We were there on Friday. They got blitzed by a very good team. I did say on this show 3 weeks ago I think Leeds will win their next 3 games. They've won 2, which means I automatically think they should win this week. But Hull KR will fancy this, and they have to bounce back from last week because they got blitzed. And it also consider that many points has put them in trouble at the bottom in points difference world as well. I think it'd be really high scoring. Leeds beat Cass. Cass not in great form, and they only just beat Cass.
Breaking news: Jackson Hastings will join Wigan for the 2020 season, just announced by Salford.
There you go.
I wish we predicted that earlier.
Yeah, I thought you were going to die.
I know.
I thought you were like the.
Sorry for invading this will sound great when people.
So Salford have announced it, not Wigan.
Salford. Well, I don't know if Wigan have announced it as well.
We've just seen it on the Salford.
Is he wearing a Wigan shirt or holding a Wigan
Kissing the
scarf?
badge. He is.
Yeah.
No wonder he wasn't at that thing today.
Yeah.
Yeah, being busy. Hull KR I think we'll come and throw it around. Leeds, they beat Catalan, played Catalan at the right time, bang out of form, away from home. Catalan give them 18 start and lost by 19 in the end, so that tells you everything. I'm going to go Hull KR. I think it'd be really high scoring. I'm going Hull KR by 2.
They announced it at the same time.
Very good. St Helens Wigan, John Davidson.
Yeah, I know Wigan have won. Is it 4 in a row? Yeah,
5.
Yeah, they're obviously improving.
Big 3 weeks. They've got Hull away and Saints away in the next 3 weeks.
I haven't really beaten anyone of any note, in my opinion. I think St Helens are still way above them. So I can't see anything but a St Helens win by 16 points, to be honest. I think, St Helens will know it's a traditional rival, they'll be up for this and they'll put them to the sword.
Yeah, there certainly won't be much in this, considering I say we was there last week watching the Warriors against Okia, and with ball in hand, defensive wise, the commitment, the philosophy is sensational. The Wigan Warriors of old, and Adrian Lam now seems to have got a smile on his face. The players themselves have got a smile on their face, and yeah, St Helens, yeah, they're firing very well, and Holbrook is picking men on the same side. So this should be an absolute crack. I'm looking forward to it. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with Saints, the form that they're showing, but I don't think this will be a cakewalk and it won't be easy. But I'll go for Saints. I'll just go Saints again by 7. I don't think there'll be much in it.
I think
Hello.
this won't be dissimilar to the Warrington Saints game of a couple of weeks ago. There'll be nothing in it early on. The 2 sets of forwards will belt the living bejesus out of each other. And then in the latter stages, Saints' extra class in attack might just be the difference. So I think Saints will win. I'm going to go Saints by 6.
Saints as well. And I still think Wigan will win the grand final. Maybe I'll change my mind on Friday after they get out. Saints will win. And how far away are they from clinching the league leadership? Must be just a couple of weeks away now. They will win comfortably enough by 10.
Saw Wigan last week. I think Wigan put a notice down that come the playoffs, if they play like that, they'll take a good team to beat them. I'm with John. They're on an upward trend, but this is the biggest test for a while. I think Saints are flying at the minute. I think Saints will win. I don't think there'll be a lot in it, because I think Wigan's defence.
If by Saints, you have to go for Wigan.
So is that it? All right, well, I've got to go by Wigan then. No, that's right. That's right. Yeah, so we can't all be wrong. I'll go. I'm going to get none at this rate. I'm going Wigan. No, you're right. Sorry, you're right. I've got to follow the rule. That's it. Yeah, all right. Wigan. I think Wigan will win. I'm going to go Wigan by 1. There you go. You let that bit out. It'll look great.
Not convinced.
No, look. The way they played last week. If you give me that performance on Friday, they won't be far away.
And then everyone will moan that it wasn't on the telly.
Yeah, Wakefield. Yeah, I'll go Golden Point.
Yeah.
Wakefield against Castleford.
I'm at this game, so it's the biggest game of the round, and
Okay.
yeah, 2 teams not in great form. Castleford have got a great record against Wakefield in the last 3-4 years. I think they'll probably just have a little bit too much for their local rivals, and Cass by 8.
Yeah, 2 teams, are lacking form, aren't they? But watching Wakefield Trinity last week, gutless performance. Simple as that. There's no other explanation for it, to be honest with you. Cass, maybe lacking a bit of confidence, lacking creativity, lacking quality half-backs. So you would say they've not got a lot going for them, to be honest with you, from there. But I just feel as though they've got a bit more quality. Wakefield got at this moment in time. Big players are out of form. And I think for Wakefield to get feet for feet now, he needs to stop being a nuisance. He needs to make sure that instead of complaining to referees, complaining to players, complaining to every Tom, Nick and Harry, just go hard and straight and direct, do the creativity what you do, not scoring tries but also 2 creating tries, but no, you're a nuisance. And I think at this moment in time, too many Wakefield players, big players are out of form, and I'm going Cass by 10.
Can someone tell Wigan that you don't have to release all the news at once?
Go on then.
So like Adrian Lam has signed a new deal, right, 5 minutes later. Jackson Hastings has signed it. George Williams is leaving. Right, why do you tell us?
Oh, they've finally announced that.
Spread it over.
Yeah. They've got first refusal on him when he comes back.
Has he already signed a marquee contract with not actually signing a marquee contract?
Like
John Bateman.
You haven't said where he's going.
The NRL.
Really?
It's not loaded up yet, but I assume it's
St George of the Warriors, isn't it?
Gold Coast.
Wakefield and Cass, I think in mitigation for getting this wrong, we don't know what the 19s are. and that
And it
could,
doesn't matter.
and that could be important.
Phil, stop making excuses and give us a
But I think
prediction.
if Brough and Fifita are out, that again lessens the chance, I think, of Wakefield coming back from the south of France and winning. If Cass get the amount of ball that they did last Friday, I think they'll be better than they were. So I'm going to go Cass by 10.
According to some, Wakefield's number one is the best player in the squad and should be given a lifetime contract because he's got passion and desire and loves the club. So I'll be signing a new contract as well soon for the club. Can't wait to start playing. I'm going to go for Wakefield because I have to. If we'd have tipped the women's semi-finals, I wouldn't have gone for Wakefield. Just to point that out. Castleford were dreadful. As John mentioned, they have a good record against Wakefield recently, but they had a good record against Leeds. And they weren't very good. I know they've got a halfback back this week, so at least that's a positive for Cass. But I'll go with Wakey anyway, I don't care. And we'll win by 6.
This is the two clubs in, isn't it, at the minute?
It's the Met down.
That's what I'll be selling it on the radio on Friday. Oh,
Yeah.
what a game.
Yeah. I think if Wakey are missing a couple of key players, no Fafita, no win for me. Not doing enough at the minute. Brough's absence, if it is an absence, might be a positive. You don't know, but we will see. I think Cass will just about have enough. I'll go Cass by 8. Right, we need to skate on with these. There's only one left. Warrington, Salford. Salford did win at Warrington early in the season.
Yeah, I can't see that happening. I think Warrington, they need to keep pushing upwards. They showed that against London. Whether they rest a few players or not, I think Salford won't get even. Warrington by 16.
I've got to agree with John, to be honest with you. I say Salford, every time Nicky is leaving, Watson's asking his players for full commitment, full desire, before they go. But boy, oh boy, how can he manage that dressing room when everybody's leaving? How are they going to give it 100% when they know they're playing everywhere from there? Warrington want a bit of revenge, what Salford did to, I think it was Easter weekend, wasn't it?
Easter Monday, I think.
When they turned them over, and they'll carry on that good form for the first half against London. I think this will be easy for Warrington. I'm going Warrington by 24.
We said last week that we couldn't really fully predict the relegation battle because a team was going to go on the slide and some team that was already involved in it would probably start winning enough matches to be looking up the table rather than down. I thought it was going to be Huddersfield that was the team on the slide. I have a feeling now after watching last Thursday it could be Salford. I just think Robert Louis, they're not a one-man team, but if that's your heart, it's been ripped out of them. And I think the fact now that there is some uncertainty about next year, what shape they're going to look like, I think that is affecting the mood and the squad there, and I have absolutely every sympathy for Ian Watson, who I don't know how he's held it together for so long, but I think after this weekend Salford could be in a bit of trouble.
Salford after winning London in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That is a must-win game.
But I don't think they can win this week, and I think they'll lose by 24.
It's a good job this programme's coming to an end, otherwise we'd run out of Wigan news.
You bet.
He's leaving.
Is he? He's got Salford, isn't he?
Is he?
I don't know. You better pick Salford, by the way, because I'm not picking
You can pick Warrington, you can pick whatever you want. Warrington, they're any good. I've seen them on the telly and everything. And Salford, bloody hell, they were terrible, weren't they?
Yes.
Oh, dearie me. And we all were massively interested in Salford to win that game. Sticking to women's rugby now, it's easier. Warrington by 18.
My worry is Blake Austin. I reckon he might not play. He did go off with an arm injury, and it was heavily
Would
iced
you
up.
not rest him?
Yes,
This
is a
yeah.
game
Well,
that-
I said I would have rested him at
London, yeah.
Like, but then someone made a good point. Who are they going to play at halfback?
Is Kevin Brown? He's
Yeah,
not
no,
fully
yeah.
fit.
He's not ready. So who would they play? That is a
With Ratchford injured,
With Ratchford out,
yeah,
they've
he
got
would
a
be the
problem,
next.
haven't
Yeah,
So can they leave him out?
you
I
could
don't
probably
know.
play Patton and the vet.
Is it okay?
He's okay.
You couldn't play him then. Yeah, that would be a problem.
Ben Curry, maybe. I don't know. Curry, I don't know.
He's not got the.
Yeah,
Ben Murdoch
it'd be a very
necessarily-
functional
Let's see.
6. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is
Darryl
it.
Clark?
Yeah, and maybe play
Play Walker.
Davis
Walker or
Walker.
Davis. Yeah. So that might be where they need to go. That would be a concern. Didn't like what I saw at Salford. How many times can you keep drawing from the well? Come on, lads. Band of brothers. Not happening. I think if Austin plays, I think Warrington will win by 46 points.
So you're going Salford then? under the new rules.
No, I'm not. I'm abandoning that. I can't. I'm not having it for Salford.
You're gonna
By the time the game's played, Salford have probably sold all their team.
You're going to do what
Will
the
be
Championship chairman have done and change the rules midway through.
Possibly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Watson's
I'm going to have a vote on it
Yeah.
later, but I'm not going to let you know who I'm voting for. Right, that's it. We're done. Want loads of reviews of the podcast. Nice ones, preferably, if you don't mind.
Hi everyone over in the UK. Well, I'm here to tell you that come October this year, I'll be travelling to the UK to do a week-long talking tour. I'll be talking about everything in my life, my rugby league career, how I started, and of course how I finished this year. I'll be travelling to Leeds, St Helens, Hull and Doncaster to do live events. Go to rmsportsevents.co.uk to get all the information. I'll also be playing a couple of games of rugby league against an old foe of mine, Adrian Morley. The events also support Life for a Kid. Can't wait for it. It's going to be great fun. I love the UK. See you in October.